Hola, hola everyone. Welcome to the Monday meditation with Drupal Lama Dorje. My name is Jeff. We're gonna wait probably another 2 to 3 minutes as people join us in the weight room, and then I will turn over the meditation to Lama and Eric.
Sí, buenas noches para los que se unen. Bueno, Jeff se estaba presentando, nada más vamos a dar unos minutos para que se termine de unir las personas y luego comenzamos.
Gracias, Eric. Ok, Lama, listo.
Ok, ok. Ok, muy buenas noches para todos, hermanos y hermanas.
So, good evening, everyone, brothers and sisters.
Muchas bendiciones desde Nepal, parte de Himalaya.
Blessings from Nepal, near the Himalayas.
Espero que ustedes fue bien esa semana meditando.
I hope you did well this past week meditating.
Entonces eso, maravilloso meditar siempre cuando ese comienzo de semana.
And it's wonderful that we can meditate together at the beginning of the week.
Porque nuestra mente siempre muy agitado, nuestro mundo mucho ocupado, entonces eso es muy buena para tranquilizar nuestra mente, calma, y eso permite a nosotros vida más claridad y todo va a fluir.
Because our lives and our mind are usually very crazy with a lot of stuff going on. So it helps us just get together, perform this practice, and slow down a bit and gain more clarity and a better day-to-day life.
Entonces, para cuidarla nosotros tenemos alimentos o ropas, tenemos muchos métodos, ¿no? Para cuidar nuestra mente, importante a la meditación es mejor forma de cuidar nuestra mente y a dar amor y compasión.
So to take care of our body, we have different things we can use, or we can give it food and clothing and everything. But to take care of our mind, meditation is the best tool. And it just is what's best for us to develop this loving kindness and compassion.
Entonces, esa meditación siempre nosotros practicamos amor y compasión.
So that's what we focus on in this meditation, love and compassion.
Entonces, nosotros ya tenemos ese amor y compasión, cada uno de nosotros dentro, porque a veces nos olvidamos, teniendo nubes del pensamiento, como nublando nosotros toda cualidad positiva.
And this is a love and compassion that is already within us. We already have them inside. We just forget, or sometimes just the cloudiness of our thoughts and our everyday life just makes us forget, but it's always there.
Ok. Entonces, esa meditación guiada, primero parte, vamos a hacer una meditación un poquito sutra de respiración. Después, nosotros vamos mente calmando y vamos trabajando la amor y compasión, dar y recibir.
So this will be a guided meditation. On the first part, we're gonna start just performing some breathing exercises, and then we're gonna moving on to connecting with this love and compassion, and until we get to actually giving and receiving with love and compassion.
Ok. Entonces meditamos juntos y postura más cómoda posible, ustedes sienten mejor. Por lo menos es importante no son espadas más rectas, ¿no? Postura abajo no hay importancia.
All right, so let's begin. The first thing we want to do is make sure we're in a comfortable position. Just make sure that your back or the top part of your body is upright. Doesn't really matter what the bottom part is. Just make sure you have a straight back.
Ok, maravilloso. Maravilloso.
Okay, wonderful.
Ok, entonces ustedes quieren ojo cerrado, ojo abierto, cada uno de ustedes elige, no problema.
And if you want to close your eyes, you can do it though, or leave them open. It's up to you.
Entonces, primero vamos a hacer 3 respiraciones muy profundo, muy grande, exhalando, inhalando.
Okay, and then we're gonna start by doing just 3 very deep breaths. So deep inhalation, deep exhalation.
Inhalando por la nariz muy profundamente, como entrando todo nuestro cuerpo, abriendo chakras, canales.
So breathe in through your nose profoundly. And just as you breathe in, feel all your chakras, all your channels just opening up.
Y recibiendo todas las bendiciones, energía positiva.
And as you breathe in, you receive blessings and positive energy.
Y exhalando como la pensamiento negativo, emociones, soltando nosotros, estrés interno, tensiones.
And as you breathe out or exhale deeply, just feel as all your stress and negative emotions and whatever is weighing you down, just feel it being released.
Poco a poco, conectando nuestro cuerpo, toda la parte del cuerpo está calmando, trayendo la presente.
And we slowly begin to connect with each part of our body, just bringing it to our awareness and start to connect with the present moment.
Y poco a poco, sintiendo cuerpo relajado, descansando, también mente calmando.
And slowly you start feeling your body more relaxed, more calm. And as you do so, your mind is also more relaxed and more calm.
Cualquier pensamiento, ese momento, pasado, futuro, no trata evitar, no tratar, controlar, no tratar rechazar, apegar, etc.
And any thought that comes right now about the past, present, or future, don't try to avoid it. Don't try to deny it or be attached to it. Just observe it, let it pass.
Solo atendo con nuestra respiración normal y conectando nosotros intención pura con la mente, con bodhicitta.
So just focus on your regular breath and breathing in, breathing out, and start thinking about your intention to connect with this energy of bodhicitta.
En momento ponemos atención plena con nuestra respiración exhalando, inhalando, solo observando, percibiendo y por momento pone atención con eso.
So just keep focusing and your attention being mindful of how you breathe in, breathe out, without trying to control it, without trying to make it a certain way. Just breathe in, breathe out, pay attention to it, to the feeling of breathing in and out, and just focus and stay there for a moment.
Enfocando nuestra respiración, ese momento, cuando esta respiración está más corto o largo, de cada forma natural.
And we keep our focus on our breathing in and breathing out. Just see if it's shorter or longer. Again, just do it, sorry, do it in a way that feels natural and pay attention to how you're breathing naturally.
Basado en esa respiración y naturalmente sintiendo amor incondicional en nuestro corazón y sentimos primero amar nuestra propia vida.
And just again, based on this breathing, natural breathing rhythm, just start connecting with the feeling of unconditional love and this love that we feel for being alive and for our own lives.
Y sentir como amor propio.
And feel this self-love or love for yourself.
Luego sentimos autocompasión cuando nosotros sufrimos.
And then we also start feeling self-compassion, and just feel compassionate for our own suffering.
Después poco sentir y amor y compasión, nuestro ser querido y hasta ser que nosotros nos gustamos todos los seres.
And as we continue connecting and feeling this love and this compassion, we can begin expanding it to other beings, to our loved ones, or even those beings which are not our favorite beings at the moment, who we have problems with, until we reach all beings in general.
Y reconociendo todos somos iguales, todos somos como hermanos, hermanas, amigos, amigas, todos sentimos mismos sentimientos, quiere ser feliz, mejor persona, mejor seres, y no queremos sufrir, solo sentimientos de como igualdades.
And as we do so, we reflect on the fact that we are all the same. We are all equal in a sense. All brothers and sisters, friends, family. We simply want to be happy, want to be free from suffering. We want to live good lives, just like all other beings. We really just have the same goal, so that makes us all equal.
Independiente de la forma de los seres, todos internamente somos iguales.
So it's independent of the form. It doesn't matter what form these beings are physically, how they look like, or on the outside, how they are. Internally, we're all the same.
Y poco a poco, comenzando la Tonglen, comenzamos Tonglen desde nuestro, primero nuestra propia vida y sentimos compasión nosotros mismos y aceptándolo todo como sufrimiento o problema, desafío, inhalando a través de compasión y exhalando con el amor. Entonces, todo ese, nuestro propio sufrimiento también representa todo el sufrimiento de los seres.
Now we can begin with the Tonglen practice. Initially focus on to ourselves. So we want to be compassionate towards our own suffering and also be loving towards ourselves and our desire to be free from this suffering. So as we breathe in, we receive with compassion our own suffering, our own hurt, whatever is causing us problems. And as we breathe out, we send ourselves love, we send ourselves blessings and peacefulness. And we realize that this pain that we feel as we receive it through compassion is really the same in all beings.
Y transformando a través del amor y compasión.
And this can be transformed through love and compassion.
Y mindfulness de la respiración de la amor y compasión, cuando inhalando como compasión, cuando exhalando amor incondicional.
And if we just focus and be mindful of our breathing, we can just remember as we breathe in, we're compassionate. We breathe in with compassion. And as we breathe out with love.
Y solo puede pensar propio como sufrimiento o causa de sufrimiento, como apego, rabia, cualquiera sea, con la alta compasión, como inhalando y, y cuando inhalamos y transformando y exhalando la zona amor incondicional, invento y virtuoso, virtud, todo lo positivo.
And as we breathe in with compassion, we can also understand that our own suffering comes from different roots, right? It could be aversion, it could be attachment, it could be jealousy, anger, all of these emotions. And we receive them with compassion. We can transform these feelings, this pain, this suffering, and we can send out love. We can send out virtue, transform it into virtue, into wisdom, into this unconditional love. So we focus on our breath in with compassion, outside with this unconditional love.
Ese momento y haciendo mindfulness de la respiración de la amor y compasión, un momento.
Just keep being mindful of breathing in and breathing out. Just focus on this moment.
Y poco inhalando, exhalando profundamente.
Slowly continue breathing in and out, very deep breaths.
Y poco liberando todas las series de sufrimiento, causa de sufrimiento.
And slowly we liberate all beings. We feel as they're liberated from all suffering and from the causes of suffering.
Igual nos sentimos nosotros ese momento de paz, tranquilidad, armonía. También todas las seres sienten como eso.
And as we do so, we feel within ourselves this calmness, peace, harmony, tranquility. And we can also visualize and see all beings feeling the same way.
Y todo ese momento conectado nos naturaliza, bondadoso, innato.
And we are all right now connected to this innate, kind-hearted nature.
Ese llamado como nirvana.
And this is called nirvana.
Nirvana es paz.
It means peace.
Y poco a poco ese dedicando todo ese sentimiento positivo y puede dedicar todo ser del universo.
And slowly we can feel this and expanded, dedicated to all beings in the universe.
Changjo sem jo re mor je ma je wa nam je yor je ye wa nyam bar me bar yam gong le gong lo pe Changjo sem jo re mor je ma je wa nam je yor je Kewa nyam bar me bar yam Anjo zem jo rim bor je ma ge wa nam ge yor je Kewa nyam bar me bar yam Kong nam kong bo be Inhalen, exhala profundamente.
Take a deep breath in.
Solta la corpo, puede moverla un poquito su cuello, mover la mano.
And as you breathe out, you can relax your body and start moving it again. Move your neck, your hands. Just get back into your body.
Ya. Ok, maravilloso. Entonces, espero que todo bien. Y más importante, yo siempre recordando, el Buda dice, dolor es inevitable, sufrimiento opcional, ¿no? Ese buen entendimiento, importante entender poco.
I hope you all had a good practice. And I always like to say and remind the Buddha's saying that pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. So it's
Yes.
something it's always good to keep in mind and just be constantly reminded of that.
Entonces, por ejemplo, uno de ejemplo, por ejemplo, ese taza, por ejemplo, esa taza, cualquier momento puede romper, ¿cierto? Puede romper porque es natural, porque esa ley de la taza, ese no es permanente, ¿cierto? Puede romper, puede quebrar, puede rayar.
So for example, take a look at this mug or the mug that Lama is holding right now. This mug, anything can happen to it at any moment. It could break, it could scratch, it could just fall off and shatter into pieces, because part of its nature is that it's subject to this law of impermanence, basically. So it can change and it will change eventually.
Eso nosotros no podemos, ¿cómo se llama? Controlar, digamos, y no podemos, oh, ese de taza nunca puede quebrar, como no puede apegar, aferrarse, ¿cierto? Por eso.
So we really can't control what's going to happen to it or how it's going to happen. We can't really attach ourselves to simply protecting this cup at all costs and just saying nothing will never happen to this cup. It just can't happen that way.
Porque toda cosa, fenómeno, como hecho por los cambios, hecho por cambio.
Because everything, every phenomena is really a product of change. It is made by change and it will continue to change.
Porque nosotros, ¿por qué sufrimos? Porque nosotros sufrimos, porque con el apego. Oh, no gustaría rayar mi taza, no quiero romper, no alguien robarte, mucho como control, mucho aferramiento, ¿no?
So why do we suffer? And it's basically because we attach ourselves to this cup and we say, oh, this is precious to me. I don't want anything to happen to it. I'm going to protect it. I don't want anybody to steal it or anything to happen to it. The more we attach to it, the more we suffer.
Entonces, cosas de mala, cosas como las situaciones malas, nos rechazamos, rechazando, ¿no?
And so we begin to reject anything that we consider bad for this cup, right? So anything bad, we start to just reject it.
No aceptación,
So we don't accept things.
porque no comprensión, no entendimientos, ¿no?
And this is because we don't understand. There's no understanding of impermanence.
Por eso diciendo, dolor es inevitable, porque cualquier ese de taza, algún momento, ¿no? Como sucede, yo puedo elegir. Taza ya rompió, pero como eso no va a servir, ¿cierto? O yo estoy llorando mucho, o taza va a volver, uno, bueno, taza no va a volver, mejor elegirlos, una felicidad, ¿no? O que aceptación, yo compro otra taza, puede comunicar uno mismo, ¿no? Amor y compasión. Entonces no hay sufrimiento, es una opción.
And so there we have it. Pain is inevitable. So in the example of this mug, it can break and it probably will break or something will happen to it. But if I don't attach to it, then I won't suffer. If I understand this nature of things, if it falls down and it breaks, that can happen, but I'm not gonna suffer about it. I'm not gonna, if I cry after it broke, it's not gonna bring it back. But if I accept it, if I accept things as they happen and as they are, I can think to myself, okay, no, I can just get another cup and just continue moving on with life. And that's the idea, that we can be loving and compassionate. And just as we see the true nature of things, this will develop in us.
Por eso es importante siempre vivir con amor y compasión, nuestra vida, internamente, amor y compasión. Esa es la mayor herramienta.
So the greatest tool is to live with love and compassion, just internally, our own lives, just focus on always love and compassion.
Porque compasión, aceptación también, acepta y recibir, permitir, ¿cierto? Sin miedo, es compasión.
Because compassion also means acceptance, also means receiving, also means just being open to things as they are. So this whole acceptance is also part of compassion.
Amor es como dar, como soltar, desapegar.
And love is giving, but it's also letting go. It's also being detached.
Entonces ahí va a fluir, todo va fluyendo, ¿cierto?
And so things just start flowing as we receive and also give.
Porque ahora nuestro problema, por ejemplo, cosa buena o apego, ¿cierto? No quiere soltar. Cosa malo, es como rechazar, como dualismo, ¿no? Rechazo, apegar. Eso nosotros sufrimos nuestra vida, ¿sí? Porque sufrimos dentro. Porque a veces gente piensa sufrimiento externo, no tener comida, todo culpa de fuera, ¿cierto? Pero sufrimiento, causa sufrimiento principal dentro de nuestra mente, ¿cierto?
But then what happens, for example, if something good happens to us, then we cling on to it and we don't really want to let it go. And if we see something bad coming our way, we immediately reject it and don't want to be part of it. And we kind of deny that experience. And we fall into this duality of just attaching to some things and rejecting others. And this is what really is the cause of suffering. It's not the external causes. Obviously, some people might suffer because they don't have food, but the real cause of our suffering is our not understanding and our own falling into this duality of attachment and rejection of things.
Por eso el budismo de nuestra meta de práctica meditation es despertar, como Buda, quiere despertar, despertar nuestra conciencia, nuestro potencial, nuestro de compulsión, ¿no? Desperto, ¿cierto? Cuando despertamos nuestra conciencia, no hay sufrimiento, porque libre es aflicciones, no aflicciones, ¿no? No aflicción, no hay sufrimiento. No hay semilla de naranja, no hay naranja, por ejemplo, ¿no? Porque ahí tiene causa corto. Ese se llama verdadera libertad, ¿no? Ese queremos.
And that's why in Buddhism, we look towards what's called awakening. And this awakening of the mind, awakening of ourselves is to be able to see and understand this true nature. And once we focus or once we achieve that awakening, then there is no more suffering because we don't have, or we stop planting the seeds, as Lama was saying. So if we don't plant seeds for oranges, we're not going to get oranges. So that's what we want, clarity. The clarity that comes with enlightening allows us to see past all of this confusion, all of these attachments and aversions. If we are past those, then there is no more suffering.
Eso, ¿no? Y más resumido, todo es para entendimiento, entenderla como ley de la realidad, cómo funciona, como nuestra ley de nuestra vida. ¿Por qué? Todo por la confusión, ¿cierto? Sufrimiento. No entiende, no acepta. Porque dos personas peleando porque falta entendimiento de comunicación. No entiende, enoja, ¿cierto? Porque todo falta de confusión, falta, ¿no? Por falta de conciencia. Cuando tenemos, yo entiendo, ok, entonces no hay problema, comunicación, relación buena, ¿cierto? Y cosa está ahí. Por eso meditation, nosotros meditamos con amor y compasión. Nuestra mente va a conectar, nos naturaliza. Como imagina una agua limpiando. Agua va limpiando. Ver. Imagina tú mirando un espejo. Espejo. Si espejo está no limpio, no va a salir bien su cara, sus imágenes. Si espejo está limpio bien, ver, qué lindo, ¿no? Muy como detallada, ¿cierto? Porque espejo es nuestra mente. Por eso estamos limpiando, estamos puliendo.
And so to kind of bring it all together, it's really just about this, just clearing or gaining this clarity of thought to be able to see things more clearly. And if we do so, then the confusion goes away. And this confusion about the true nature of things is what really causes the suffering. For example, if we are confused when we are communicating with one another, and what I say is not what you hear or what you understand, because we are both confused, then something is going to go wrong. We're going to get mad at each other. We're not going to be able to communicate. But if we start to see things more clearly, then we can also communicate better. We can reduce suffering that way. And it's just like a glass of water where we allow the water, like water with dirt, and just meditation is the tool that allows the water to be still so that the dirt can clear and just go down. And as the water becomes clearer, then obviously we can see through it. We can actually see the things that we need to see as they are, not clouded by dirt. So this is the tool of meditation. Lama also was given the example of a mirror, for example. If we take a look at ourselves in a mirror or just a mirror, we can see things, say, oh, this looks very nice, but what if that mirror is all smudged up or dirty and has also dirt or stains all over it? Then we're not going to see things as clearly. We're not going to see them for what they are. They're going to be tarnished by whatever is in the mirror. So the practice of meditation is also cleaning this mirror and letting ourselves see clearly and more clearly each time.
Ok. En the chat no recuerdo, tiene una frase, nosotros siempre cantamos, ahora es un momento no tenemos, frase de un Tonglen, ¿cierto? Yo dice, esa es buena recordar. Cuando yo estoy feliz, por ejemplo, en algún momento yo tengo feliz, ¿cierto? Esa mi felicidad puede llenar la cielo y todo la ser está feliz, como yo siento, ¿no? Cuando yo un momento está tristeza o sufrimiento, desafío, o todas las seres, como libera, como seca, como océano de la sufrimiento. A través de mi sufrimiento, yo puedo limpiar, como a través de compasión, ¿cierto? Entonces, eso siempre es bueno para recordar, ¿no?
Something also that very good to remember and remind ourselves is we normally do it on Tonglen, recite these phrases, but it states something like, when I'm happy and I feel joy and bliss, I wish upon all beings to also receive that same joy, receive that same bliss, and just feel the same joy and happiness that I am receiving. So whenever I feel happy, I wish that upon all beings. But if I feel pain, if I'm feeling suffering, if I'm feeling sick or any negative emotion that I'm feeling right now, I can also say, I want to receive the same feeling from all beings and that it can be purified through me so that all beings can be free from it, so that the ocean of suffering runs dry, basically.
Ok. Entonces, thank you, gracias a todos y está poco tarde y próximo vamos a hacer y preguntas y Jeffrey parece compartió también ahí y muchas gracias a Eric por siempre su servicio, traducción con Lama y también Jeffrey, Ada y todos hermanos y hermanas siempre juntos ahora compartiendo. Gracias, gracias.
All right, so thank you, everyone. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Lama. And yeah, Jeff shared on the chat the phrase that we actually practice. So Lama wants to know if you have any questions, anything you'd like to discuss. We might have time for one question right now.
Oh, next question better, no? Next week.
Oh, for next week? Okay. Perdón, Lama. See, if you have any questions, we can write down.
Now a little bit later. Maybe some people now need sleep, no, this resting. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Good night. Many blessings. Mucho cariño de Nepal. See you soon. Pura vida.
Buenas noches.
Yeah, thank you.
Rest. Dana Paramita está ahí.